right? So here's our screen, so you can see it. That's what's up there. That's what's coming up. I know it's hard to say, but you can just see it's a song, right? Actually,
I know. Hi, Rob.
And clicker works to advance to the next slide. Yeah, start the song.
Get going. Oh yeah, the exact song list.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We're going to start. Shabbat Shalom. I invite all the kids to the stage, please, to the bima. All the kids who are singing with us today, pre-K to second grade. All right, we're gonna start, guys.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom and welcome to our Hanukkah preview Shabbat. It is really such a wonderful treat to have so many here and our pre-K and K and first and second graders and those who are so much older and work as madrichim and exemplars, to all of our kids, to our parents and our grandparents, to the newest members of our congregation and the youngest at heart. We welcome all of you to this very special Shabbat. We thought it was a wonderful opportunity to spend some time not only singing and rejoicing and having a wonderful time, but also reviewing exactly what happens when Hanukkah arrives this year on December 25th, the very first night, and what happens each and every night after that as we light the Chanukiah, or as some people call it, the menorah. So, a menorah is always supposed to be seen by the outside world. So traditionally we put it in a window or put it where everyone can enjoy the beautiful light. And it is traditional to light the shamus, which is the helper candle, and we light the first candle of the day always first. So on the first night, we light just one candle. But on the second night, you're going to light the second candle first and then light the first. And add all of them up until they are all ready. The question always becomes on Shabbat, we have two sets of candles to light, a Chanukiah and our Shabbat candles. The question is, what comes first? What comes first? We have a bit of a dilemma, because there is an order. What do you think? Shabbat we will light, but first we're going to light the menorah or the Chanukiah. Those lights are always lit first because that is considered work. Once our work is done, we can light the Shabbat candles. So we're just going to go over the blessings with you so everyone can feel comfortable. Now, just a reminder, our kids are filled with energy, and we love that they feel so at home here in our congregation, and particularly here in our sanctuary. But please, just a special reminder, we want to keep everyone safe tonight, so we would ask that you please not allow the kids to just run in the sanctuary. They can walk quickly, they can talk and they can sing and they can have a wonderful time, but no running. Thank you so much. Are we ready for the blessings?
Okay. Light them all?
How very special. And of course, on the first night of Hanukkah, we hold And we say a third blessing, the Shechechianu, because we are so grateful to have arrived at this season.
So we're going to ask all of our singers, they can have a seat. You guys can all sit, good.
It is an honor now to welcome forward to light our Shabbat candles, our bat mitzvah of this Shabbat weekend, as we welcome Jordan and her family, her parents. They are going to light the Shabbat candles and lead us in the blessing over the sweet grape juice. And it's an honor to have with them her grandmother, Mimi. Just pick it right up. You got it. Beautiful.
And as we always do, to bring some sweetness into Shabbat, some sweetness into what will be a beautiful simcha for Jordan tomorrow, we join her as we say the words of the Kiddush. Our Shabbat service this evening is certainly a hybrid model. It deviates a little bit from the traditional Shabbat liturgy, although you will see it woven through. But it is featuring the voices of our children who have been practicing their Shabbat songs to help us celebrate this moment. And as Rabbi and I were saying, yes, we are a few weeks early, but that is okay. We are practicing, we are getting ourselves ready so that when the time comes, we are prepared to celebrate Hanukkah with that much more ruach. So we welcome up our first and second grade students who are going to be singing both a Hanukkah song as well as a song to help us welcome in Shabbat. working out of our blue siddur. Instead, we are working off our visual tefillah, and I draw your attention to the screen, not for our children who are facing the cantor who know the words, but for everyone who is here who is a grown-up to join us in singing along this evening as well. So feel free to join us in song and fill the sanctuary. A special welcome, by the way, to our incredible band this evening. This is the largest band we've had so far, under the direction of Cantor Shemesh. So lots of spirit this evening. We move from our Hanukkah song to our way that we begin our Shabbat prayers, our liturgy, with the words of the Baruch Hu. And so we ask the question, am I awake? Am I prepared? To stand if you are able to join us and to join Jordan, our bat mitzvah of tomorrow, in the words of the Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. And you may be seated. Kendra, are we having our friends stand here? Yeah. Shinantam levanecha v'dibartam b'shivtecha v'beitecha u'lechtecha b'derech u'kshachpecha u'kumecha u'kshartam le'ot ha'yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha למען תזכרו מה עשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם
We have an incredible group of singers with us this evening, not just those here that are on the bema that have sung with us so far, but a special group who give more of their time to practice and to tune their voices in with the cantor on Sunday morning. And so it is our pleasure now to call up the Harmonizers, our junior choir. So we'll have our Harmonizers stay up here on the bema. Everyone else can go find their families in the sanctuary and have a seat next to them. This part in our Shabbat liturgy talks about the Israelites marching to freedom through the Exodus, through the Sea of Reeds, into the wilderness, where they would then wander for 40 years trying to make their way into Eretz Israel. And so the selections that our harmonizers are singing for us mark that moment of belief and magic and praise and thoughtfulness that went into our redemption.
Many nights we played with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts a hopeful song we barely understood. We are not Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bravo! Thank you, Uncle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind. Thank you.
Our freedom's on our way. Changing on the Mihamoka, singing and dancing. Mihamoka, singing and dancing. Mihamoka, freedom's on our way. Freedom, 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 freedom's on our way. Freedom, 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 freedom's on our way. They're coming up behind, Mihamoka, they're coming up behind, Mihamoka, they're coming up behind, Mihamoka, freedom's on our way, bound no more, Mihamoka, bound no more, Mihamoka, bound no more, Mihamoka, freedom's on our way. Ready? Freedom, 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 freedom's on our way. Freedom, 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 freedom's on our way. The sea she parts, Mihamoka, the sea she parts, Mihamoka, the sea she parts, Mihamoka, on our way. Walking through the valley, Mihamoka, walking through the water, Mihamoka, walking through the water, Mihamoka, freedom's on our way. Freedom, everybody, freedom, 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 freedom's on our way. Freedom, 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 freedom's on our way. Standing at the sea, Mihamoka, standing at the sea, Mihamoka, standing at the sea, Mihamoka, freedom's on our way. Singing and dancing, Mihamoka, singing and dancing, Mihamoka, singing and dancing, Mihamoka, freedom on our way. Last time, freedom, 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 freedom's on our way. Freedom, 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 freedom on our way.
Thank you, harmonizers. You guys did amazing. That was nothing. All right, harmonizers, you guys can go back and sit for a few minutes. When we come together, sometimes we say things really loud with our really loud voices and we sing them from the rooftops, and other times we whisper. We use a really, really, really quiet voice. Sometimes we don't even say anything at all because we're listening to the things that are inside our head and we're listening to the things that are inside our heart. So we're going to take a very few minutes. I'm going to invite Just stand up. And here's what we're going to do. The greatest thing about Shabbat that we talk about every week is Shabbat gets to be our big, deep breath of the entire week. It could have been a good week, a bad week, a week full of things that we were excited about, a week full of things that we were scared about. We could have all different things, but we get to just take Shabbat and take a big, deep breath. So in a second, I'm going to ask all of us together to take a really, really deep breath, and then we are going to try and use our quiet just for a few moments to think about all of those things in our head about this past week, and to think about all the things that we are so grateful for coming up into this holiday of Hanukkah, when we are going to be hopefully getting lots of gifts and lots of wonderful things. But we're thinking not about those kind of gifts, but the gifts of things like our family and our friends and our health and our safety and our freedom, especially as we look to a world in which those things are not ever present for so many people, so many of our brothers and sisters especially. So we use this time of our silent Amidah, this time of our silent prayer, to think about how grateful we are about those incredible things, to think about the week we had, to think about the Shabbat we have in front of us, and to think about how many blessings we have to count. So on the count of 3, everyone, we're going to take a nice, big, deep breath in, and then we're going to try and use our really, really, really quiet inside our brain voices just for a moment. Are we ready? 1, 2, deep breath. You may be seated.
With the first candle I pray that you may be safe from all of the troubles around you this day. With the second candle I hope that you are secure in what you believe, that your heart may be pure. With the third candle I pray that you will stay kind to all those around you, each new friend you find. With the fourth candle I wish that you find delight and love what you do with all of your might. Be a light, be a light, shine proudly and loudly in the dark of the night. Be a light, shine so bright, burn glorious, victorious with all of your might. Be a light, be a light, be a light. With the fifth candle I want that you should be strong and do the best you can all your life long. With the sixth candle I pray that you will be smart and fill your life with learning, be true to your heart. With the seventh candle I pray that you will be fair and always remember those who live in despair. With the eighth candle I pray that you go to sleep, and while we are resting, you'll dream as we dream. Let's sing together, be a light. Be a light, be a light, shine proudly and loudly in the dark of the night. Be a light, shine so bright, burn glorious, victorious with all of your might. Be a light, be a light, be a light. One more time. last time. Be a light, be a light. Shine brightly and lovely in the dark of the night. Be a light, vision bright. Burn glorious, victorious with all of your might. Be a light, be a light, be a light.
The holiday of Hanukkah we think of as the answer to all of those holidays this time of the year, something that I fear will get lost again this year as we find the convergence of Hanukkah and Christmas together. And yet, as the cantor just sang for us, I think the most important thing that we can take from here this evening is that Hanukkah tells us the story not just of the rededication and not just of the miracle of the temple, but it tells about a small band of people, a small group called the Jews, who were told that it was simple to fit into society, it was simple to just be a part of modernity. All they had to do was simply not be as Jewish out loud. Don't speak the language. Don't wear the symbols. Don't go to your synagogue. As long as you do that, you have a place to fit in society. Just don't be too Jewish too loud. And even back then, thousands of years ago, to a story that sounds so true to where we are today, our ancestors said, that's not how it works. You don't get to pick and choose when we will and won't be Jewish. We don't get to choose when we will and won't go to synagogue and when we will and won't speak our language and wear our symbols. In fact, it is not just something that is suggested, but it is our commandment to be proud of who we are. And so we can take the lessons from this evening, from how many people are gathered here, from how many people are gathered to sing our songs, for how many people are wearing incredible Hanukkah swag, that once again we find ourselves confronted with generations who tell us to simply fade into the background, and our answer is once again, from thousands of years of history, that's not how it works. We will continue to be proud. We will continue to wear our Hanukkah pajamakas. We will continue to light our Chanukiot in the windows so all who can see, so another generation of Jewish, proud students who you saw here will grow up having that same pride that our ancestors had thousands of years ago. Hopefully this time around, they won't need to fight nearly as hard to preserve it.
Rabbi, you are too serious.
Yeah.
How about the Hanukkah foods?
I think that might be my favorite part of Hanukkah. So with that, how about a song about the most Hanukkah of treats? Our latkes. While our students are coming up, I will give you just a teaser, and this might be the longest out we've ever done this from the Bima, but as we did in years past, as we did last year, and as we will once again this year, on this very Bima this coming March, Rabbi Maznitsky and I will debate one of the deepest, most serious debates of all time on Purim. We will debate what is the greater of the two foods, the latke or the hamantashen. This evening, I think the latke might win out.
Check, check, check.
And I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a latke, I am a latke, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am so mixed up I cannot tell you. I'm sitting in this blender turning brown. I've made friends with the onions and the flour, and the cook is scouting oil in the town. I sit here wondering what will become of me. I can't be eaten looking as I do. I need someone to take me out and cook me, or I'll really end up in a royal stew. I am a latke, I am a latke, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a latke, I am a latke, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. Latke, I am a latke, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come. I am a latke, I am a latke, and I am waiting for Hanukkah to come.
Okay. All right. As I said, there is a lot of songs about latkes. But honestly, have you ever heard a cantor yodel? Have you heard a cantor yodel? No, right? So I'm gonna yodel for you tonight. Okay. So this is called yodelado potato. I'd like to eat potato latkes and I like to eat them all day. And when I eat potato latkes, this is what I say. Yodelado potato, yodelado potato, yodelado potato latkes for me. Yodelado potato, yodelado potato, yodelay potato. Now, I like my potato latkes with applesauce. Raise your hand if you like them with applesauce. Okay, all right, a few of you. So let's sing it together. I'd like to eat them with applesauce. I'd like to eat them all day, all day. And when I eat them with applesauce, that is what I say. Yodelado potato, yodelado potato, yodelado potato, latkes for me. Yodelado potato, yodelado potato, yodelay. Okay, I saw something milky white substance. What was that? Sour cream. Do you like it with sour cream? Oh, I do too. I'd like to eat them with sour cream. I'd like to eat them all day, all day. And when I eat them with sour cream, that is what I say. Yodelado potato, yodelado potato, yodelado potato, latkes for me. Yodelado potato, yodelado potato, yodelay potato. I'd like to eat them in Warren, New Jersey. I'd like to eat them all day. And when I eat them Yodelay-do potato, yodelay-do potato, yodelay-do potato, latkes for me. Yodelay-do potato, yodelay-do potato, yodelay, yodelay potato. Okay, one more, and then we will finish this. Okay, all right. I'm spending Hanukkah in Santa Monica, wearing sandals, lighting candles by the sea. I spent Shavuos in East St. Louis, a charming spot, but clearly not the spot for me. Those eastern winters I can't endure, so every year I pick my gear and come to Piltulpur. Rosh Hashanah I spent in Arizona, and Yom Kippur way down in Mississippi. But in December there's one display for me. Amid the California flora, I'll be lighting my menorah like a baby in the cradle. I'll be playing with my dreidel, spending Hanukkah in Santa Monica by the sea. I'm spending Hanukkah in Santa Monica, wearing sandals, lighting candles by the sea. I spent Shavuot in East St. Louis, a charming spot, but clearly not the spot for me. Those eastern winters I can't endure 'em, so every year I pack my gear and hung till Piltulpur. Rosh Hashanah I spent in Arizona, and Yom Kippur down in Mississippi. But in December there's just one place for me. Amid the California flora, I'll be lighting my menorah. That's the third in the cradle, be playing with my dreidel. With Judas Maccabeus, boy, if he could only see us spending Hanukkah in Santa Monica by the sea.
I think next year we're going to celebrate Hanukkah Bikinika. Bikinis for all. And we'll eat our latkes. What fun our kids and Cantor Shemesh and our incredible band and John have given all of us to get in the spirit and the mood for an incredible holiday yet to come. And of course, we've been here celebrating Shabbat. So it is time for us just to conclude our service so we can try some of the other delectable, delicious goodies that have yet to come for Hanukkah. And in Israel, we eat sufganiyot, or the biggest, gooeyest, ummiest. They are called donuts here in America, but in Israel they are sufganiyot. So let's rise for the Aleinu, and we'll finish up our service.
Hello.
And always on Shabbat and near the holiday of Hanukkah, we think of all those who once shared Hanukkah with us and Shabbat, but are no longer here physically, but they live in our hearts and our memories. And so this Shabbat, we remember Harold Friedman, May Gibson, Myra Koenig, Catherine Kay, Beverly Liebeskin, Francine Yeskel-Merkin, Edward Midler, Al Newman, Louise Pressman, and Leo Young, and two who have been taken from us in recent days, Raymond Massa and Yonah Brief. We remember all those we've loved and lost, those of the American Armed Forces and the Israel Defense Forces who have given their lives in defense of our nation and the land of Israel. And we thank God for their lives with the Kaddish prayer. Yikadal v'kadash shemei Rabbah, Ya'alad yivrah kirotei v'yamlich malchutei, v'kayachon v'yomechon v'chayei kol beit Yisrael, v'agalal v'zman kariv v'yiru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah v'barach le'alam le'amei amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekusha v'richu, לעילם עם כל ברכתה ושירתה, תשבחתה ונחמתה, תמירן בימה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום הרב אמין שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו amen. You may all be seated. And as we know, on these holidays, many people receive many wonderful gifts. Please remember, we try to share our gifts with all, so if you are coming to the temple again on Sunday, please be sure to bring an unwrapped toy or perhaps some food goodies to help people who don't have the ability to enjoy the bounty of the holiday. We here at Temple Har Shalom have adopted a whole community at El Centro Americano in Plainfield, and they are looking forward to all the gifts and food that we can deliver. Gifts that are being given out are not only for the holidays, but they are for those who reach a bar or bat mitzvah. It is time to welcome forward Jordan, because she is about to receive some very special gifts. Pardon? And Heather? Mora Heather is going to give them to her.
Shabbat Shalom. I have known Jordan since she was in kindergarten, first grade, and I have had the honor to watch her grow and mature. And now she's part of our J School as a madricha, and she is the future of Judaism by giving her gifts and her love of Judaism to our pre-K and kindergarten students. Every Sunday she wakes up and comes and joins us, and tomorrow she is becoming a bat mitzvah. And I just want to say mazel tov to you and the entire Kessler family. And we are so very, very proud of you, Jordan. Mazel tov. And this is a little something from the Board of Trustees and J School, and it's a little something for you to take Temple Har Shalom with you wherever you may go. Mazel tov. And this is your B'nai Mitzvah certificate. Mazel tov.
Well, as Rabbi Mazditsky said, we will not leave any Shabbat without some sweet treats, especially when they are as delicious as the sufganiyot and other treats we have for Hanukkah. So before we can enjoy those treats, we will once again say our motzi together, and while Jordan is up here, we can have her help us say it over our challah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Amen. And Cantor, I think we have one song to close with our harmonizers, is that right? And not by power, but by spirit alone. Ruach, we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power, but by spirit alone shall we all live in peace. La da dee da. Oh, tears may fall, and we'll hear them go, and another song will rise. Another song will rise. Another song will rise. Nutter butter, peanut butter. By might and not by power, but by spirit alone. Ruach, we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power, but by spirit alone shall we all live in peace. Not by Yasher Koach to all of our singers this evening, to our band, to Cantor Shemesh, to John Bowen. Shabbat Shalom, everyone, an early Chag Chanukah Sameach. We invite you back to Wishnea Hall, where we had dinner for some sweet treats for our own egg.
We have Bennett, we have Chuck, Andrew, Nicole, Kylie, David, and Elijah at the band. Bravo, band!
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Let's play no one.